Jiminy crickets is hot. How you doing? It's me, JaackMaate. Action. It's not how they do it in the movies, is it? Hello guys, how you doing? It's me, JaackMaate. Now recently on this channel we've seen an abundance of Rank Bank episodes, and when I say an abundance I mean I've uploaded probably one a month. That's good going for me. So today I thought we'd change it up and we'd kind of wind it back a little bit. Then I went on Twitter and I asked you guys to send me some YouTube related questions, and I have to answer them 100% completely honestly. Honestly, I can't speak.
It's beans and burgers.
Is that joke old yet? I don't think it'll ever get old. Do you get many DMs from the creators you make videos about? A lot of YouTubers that I make videos about, like your Zoes and your Ollies, they never correspond with me on any level. The first reason is that they probably don't acknowledge watching call out videos, because then that allows them to carry on doing the things that the YouTubers are saying they're doing wrong, because when eventually it goes a bit too far they can go, well, I didn't know, I didn't watch any of the criticism. Or on the other hand, the second thing is they're just above me on a human level and I'm just like a little rat in my shed going, she's done another calendar. Oh, I've just remembered. There was one YouTuber, oh god, I'm not going to be able to say their name. Can't. I'd love to, but I can't. I made a video on a big YouTuber around about a year ago, year and a half ago, and they got in touch with me on Twitter DMs, and it was the dumbest stuff you have ever seen. I've just read it back and it's worse than I ever imagined. Just seen your latest video about me, lol. The lol is entirely lowercase, so then you know it's patronising. So I replied, took you a few days. If you can do me a favour and hit the bell icon, it'll mean you're notified as soon as I post next time. This is basically like a greenhouse, so I'm going to have this fan on. I hope it's not making too much of a buzzing noise. It's too much, guys. So this is where it gets really good. Honestly, you're a joke, mate. Wrong use of your, as you'll see. And he's put double A's in, mate, so deep down, he's a fan. You may think I have no credibility, but I know 100% that you'll still be renting flats whilst I'm buying property. Buying property, like he's the Monopoly man. Rent off me if you like, ha ha ha. I look back, I cannot believe what I've just said. That's the worst thing I've ever heard. You will get to my level one day, ha ha ha. Property is cheap in Norwich, ain't it? Done his research, knows I'm from Norwich. Big fan, this guy. I put back, no, it's not that. It's your use of the word you're. Effing disgusting. Make sure you download Grammarly before putting in your applications for all these properties, you bloody tycoon, you. Then they replied, get out your mum's shed. I replied, you type like a 13-year-old boy on Xbox Live who's had too much Monster Energy drink and just lost a battle royale on Fortnite. Get out your mum's shed. That was my chicken dinner winner. Chicken dinner winner. That is definitely not called chicken dinner winner. And that's not even Fortnite, that's the other one. I am so old. I need some chicken winner dinner. Jesus. Can you eat chicken that's been on a shed floor? Probably don't even need to Google that one, really, do I? No, you can't. Salmonella. Hey. Do you ever create an entire video just to not release it? Yes, I do, actually. Like many of us out there, you have your good days and your bad days, and I go through it as well. I have weeks where I wake up and I don't find myself funny, weeks where I wake up and I find my channel boring and dull. Sometimes I make an entire video, I'll spend days writing videos, I'll spend 6-7 hours editing it, I'll put it all together, I'll watch it back, I won't laugh. You guys may still have found that video funny, but if I don't find it funny, or there's no passion behind that video, I just struggle to get any enjoyment releasing a video that I don't love. Yeah, you guys have probably noticed firsthand that I go through these stages where I don't upload often, then I upload like 3 or 4 in the space of 2 weeks, and I don't upload again. That's not out of laziness, that's not because I don't love what I do, that's just because I'm not in the right mental place to do it. My YouTube audience especially can tell when I'm not enjoying the content I'm making. Okay, who's the worst / rudest influencer you've ever met? I went to a premiere in late 2016, early 2017. It was the premiere for Creed. At the time I was signed to a management company, and on this management company was this YouTuber, Facebook content creator guy, and I helped him fake one of his pranks, so there we go, they are fake. The guy had about 3 or 4 security around him. He's a guy that was half big at the time on Facebook, and he's got an entourage of security. A Phil Mitchell fridge freezers walking around, body like a fridge, and I'm just there with Fiona, like, what's he doing? I said to this guy on the red carpet, it, it's Jack Jones. It's Jack Jones TV. I just can't be bothered to keep saying this guy, that guy. It's Jack Jones TV, he's a knobhead. But everyone knows he's a knobhead, so I'm not breaking any boundaries there. I went up to Jack Jones TV and I said to Jack Jones TV, can you take a picture please mate of me and Fiona on the carpet, one for the gram. And he just looked at me, after I just helped him with his shitty prank video. I didn't need to call it shitty. That's how petty I can be. And he just looked at me, and he just looked at my phone, looked back at me, looked at Fiona, and handed me the phone back and went, I'm not a f***ing photographer, mate. You haven't got to be a photographer to do that on an iPhone. I know you're a Facebook creator and they're not the most intelligent of beings, but still, just click. Just go, yeah, no worries, mate. I bumped into Jack Jones TV a few more times after that at festivals, and he does walk around with about 3 or 4 security guards. Who do you think you are, son? You're Jack Jones TV. You've got an OnlyFans. Mug. Okay, next question. What's your end game / goal? Good question. Very good question. The majority of channels do crumble away, and I will crumble away eventually, and when I do, I want to then venture into stand-up comedy. I've done a few gigs here and there, I've done a few stand-up nights, and I've presented a few things, and I like being on stage. Siri's talking to me. You are not funny. Cheers, Siri. It's been a goal of mine since I was a wee nipper to be a stand-up comedian, and one day I think I will give it a proper crack of the whip. The goal with the channel is simply to earn enough money that I can buy a house. I think that'll be such a good story to tell the grandkids. I know that probably doesn't show me in the best light, but I just want to add that even when I do have a house, I've said this on my live streams before, even when I do have a house, I will never forget how it came to be. I will never forget that it was essentially you lot that allowed me to have that. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's because you guys invested your time and your energy that I was able to do that, and that's why when I eventually do have a house, I want to get a big plaque made up, maybe a YouTube play button in the middle, and I want to download a PDF of all the subscribers' names that have ever subscribed to this channel and like fade them into the back of the play button. You know them pictures where you see a picture but it's all words when you get up close? That's what I want to do, and I want to have everyone's name in there, and I want to hang it in my hallway. It's just a constant reminder. Don't let yourself get too big for your boots, Jackie boy. How much has YouTube success changed you as a person? If you think we've been deep so far in this video, them shovels are still going. We're about to get deeper. I think YouTube has given me a lot of morals to which I live by now. My dad is also a big part of that. I think he instilled some good morals in me as a kid that I try and live by. YouTube has made me mature far more than anything else ever in my life, and that's why when I see these YouTubers messing up and doing this silly stuff all the time, that I feel the need to talk about it, because it's like, I was doing that when I was 14. Why are you doing it now when you're 29? One of the main reasons that YouTube has changed me is my perspective on people that do normal jobs. When I first started YouTube, I was very young. I was 15, 16, it was about 10 years ago. And I always kind of knew that I'd be a YouTuber. I always knew one day, even though money wasn't there wasn't money to be had, I knew that I would make money online somehow. I was doing it on Habbo Hotel, for God's sake. I was doing it on Swap It Shop. I was making money on selling skins on Bebo. I always knew that I'd make money online. And when I was younger, I was the complete opposite of how I think and operate now. I used to think that by making that money online, I must be better than others. That takes a lot for me to say that, because that does not show me in the best light. I used to look at bin men, and I used to think, what are they doing? Almost as if I was above them. Like, oh, I'm just going to make money online. I don't even need to leave the house. They're outside my house at 6 in the morning collecting bins. And I realised how horrible that makes me sound. And as I've grown on YouTube and I've realised how lucky I am to be earning money by doing something I love, I've realised that they're actually working harder than me. A lot of YouTubers work hard, admittedly. I also think a lot really just sort of play the algorithm and do bare minimum to succeed. So when I hear these bin men outside my house at 6 AM on a Monday morning, and I don't have to be up until 10, 11 AM if I don't want to, I have nothing but admiration for those people. And I'm not sure I have the minerals to do it. I think I'm too lazy. I don't think I'm better than anyone now. I genuinely do not. If anything, I think they're a bit better than me for getting up and having the work ethic to fucking do it. I want to finish on a story. Actually, I know I've got a few more questions, but I don't want this video to go on too long, and I feel that this story's important. Apologies if you've already heard this story, but I think it ties in nicely with the theme of this video. Kind of chilled chat, which I'm really enjoying. I hope you guys are as well. Do let me know in the comments if you are. Don't worry if you're not. I'll go back to the whole rank bank thing very, very soon. I've got one planned. A couple of years ago, my granddad, my dad's dad, he got ill. He got bone cancer, and he got diagnosed early December, and then 3 days before Christmas, he passed away. So he passed away in like 3 weeks. It was really, really quick. It was a really sad time for my family, especially my dad. I can't claim to have been the closest grandson to him, and I'm not claiming that. When you see your family in pain, I don't think it matters how close you were to someone. That's painful for you, and that's a sad time. I went to my granddad's funeral, I think it was early January, and then I went to his wake after, obviously, and I had a few beers there, and I got the train back home to Norwich. I don't know if I was in the right headspace to go out, but I did go out, and I bumped into this random guy, and this particular night, this guy's come up to me, and we've got chatting, and I was getting on with him, and I think he asked me how much I earn through YouTube. Now, usually when people ask this, I don't really give a solid answer. Because I was drunk, and because I'd kind of had this kind of I hate the world's mentality right then in that moment, and I just blurted it out, and I told him how much I earned that month. And that had been a particularly good month for me on YouTube, and I'd earned a fair whack, I can't lie. It was one of the best months ever, and I told him how much I earned, and he looked at me and he said, and I'll never ever forget this for as long as I live, and he said, wow, you've earned 10 times what I earn in 6 months. There's a reason I tell you that story. That's because I then went on to ask him what he does as a job, as a profession, and he told me that he works on the cancer ward in hospitals. He looks after people that are at their end of life, and it hit me. It hit me, and I didn't know what to say, and it got me a bit emotional, and I found it hard to talk because I'd just been to my granddad's funeral. My granddad that had been cared for by these people brilliantly, these doctors and these nurses that do such a fucking good job, such a good job. And this guy's looking me in the eyes, and I'm saying I earn 5 times as much as he does in a year, in a month, for talking rubbish about YouTubers, when he's there on the front line, so to speak, helping people in need, helping people like my granddad. And I instantly envisioned him physically helping my granddad, although he probably wasn't there. He's no different to the ones that were there. They're all angels, so to speak. So it got me a bit choked up, gets me a bit choked up now thinking about it. That just made me realise that YouTubers that think they're the big I am because they earn good money. Oh, I get 1 million views a video, whatever. We're no better than anyone else, mate. What do we do? I already questioned why YouTubers believe their own hype because I find it arrogant and horrible and vapid. I don't like it. I don't like fitting into that mould. Oh, people want selfies with me. I must be better than them. They're watching you. They're helping you. You need to put them on the pedestal in which they put you. And I don't just say these things as throwaway comments. I actually do try and live by that. That's why I spend the summer in the city weekends stood outside meeting as many of you as I can, because I don't think I'm that worthy of it. Still, I appreciate everything I have. So sorry that this has got really deep. I didn't expect this video to get so deep. If you did enjoy the video, I know it was a bit different, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't, I don't particularly care. But subscribe, I make these videos every so often. My name's been JaackMaate, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bit different, wasn't it?
You've been plugging your merch too much. Beans and burgers. You've been plugging your merch too much. Beans and burgers.